Hello and welcome to another update video about XRP Ripple. I want to take a look at the chart because Ripple did some good performance here yesterday, but also what I really wanted to to talk about is Ripple's, how bullish I am actually on Ripple, even though I tell you, and I did tell you in previous videos, that I think we're going to get again or once more into this yellow target area all the way down to possibly 50 cents. Bear in mind, we already hit this target area once, but I think we are going to get there again, maybe also all the way down to 50 cents. In the worst case, even a bit lower, and 35 cents is a very important support level here as well. But I think 50 cents should be sufficient because Ripple is still in an ongoing consolidation that actually started here in May. We have a lot of had a lot of larger moves down, a lot of impulsive moves down. Then we came up again. I think now we are in this ABC correction that you can see here. And however, I think if we get out of this, what we can see for next year will be amazing. You can see I expect the price to come down and then to emerge out of this probably throughout the next year. And then, prices of, at least in my view, the 1.618 extension level are possible of the Fibonacci levels. And with this one, I would expect a $2 price next year. Next year is now an estimate from me, but I think it's definitely realistic. Or even the 200% or the 2.618 extension level at 289. I think all of these are prices that are in the realm of possibilities next year. And from that point of view, it doesn't really matter. For me, it wouldn't even matter, buying now or waiting a little bit more or waiting a little bit more. I think these are already good prices. I do have some buy orders set on Discord based on the Fib levels and a bit lower, but I think these are already good prices to start the dollar cost average in Ripple XRP. These are the times when people get pissed off with Ripple because it's not doing much. And that's just what it is. It's not doing much. People get bored. I know that. I read it in the comments. But Ripple is doing a lot and the price will go up. I'm convinced about that. Nothing is guaranteed in these markets, and I could be totally wrong, but there is so much happening with Ripple in the background, and even not only in the background, but actually in the news, which is so bullish. Also for the future, really, really bright future for XRP, I think. But at the moment, it's just people are getting annoyed. They say, oh, Ripple isn't doing a lot and so on. And many people who thought, back in May here, we had a $2 price of Ripple already. Since then, we haven't really performed that well. But to be honest, Ripple has only done what many other cryptos have done as well. For example, Chainlink is in a similar move. It didn't do a new all-time high after May, which I think many people expected. And then we've been in this correction here. So that's where we are. Since we've moved into that 59 or 60 cent level here into the target area, we haven't really seen an impulsive move to the upside. But this doesn't mean much because I think we just need to finish off this correction as the whole crypto market currently is in. And if we take a look just at some of the fundamentals, Ripple is just great. They're just doing well. They are still in this SEC case involved, but I think, and it's looking good from what I read in the news, next year we could see a settlement here. And I think then you can really see a boost in the price. That might be the catalyst that pushes the price up again. And if we take a look at these, the ODL here, and the ODL is that product that they offer, this sort of payment corridor thing that they offer, and the transactions within this ODL, you can see the volume here throughout 2021, how that has gone up nearly parabolically. And this is just really amazing, I think, really, really amazing. This from January to October. I don't have a more up-to-date one, but I would probably estimate it's going up more. This is just good because this means that the transactions are going up. There is more adoption, and that Ripple isn't really getting stopped by the SEC. It is just it's just great. And the reason for why this has actually gone up while there has been this SEC case going on is, for example, because many other countries said that while the SEC said that Ripple or XRP is actually a security, so to be treated basically like stocks and shares, so that they basically illegally sold their XRP coins, many other countries said no, it's not a security. So for example, Japan's authorities said early in the year that no, it's not a security, right? And there were other companies saying the same, and therefore they are using Ripple in this for these corridors, for these payment corridors. And Ripple is cooperating with a lot of banks and really high finance industry. So there's so much happening in the background where I think, you know, this sort of SEC case doesn't really mean too much. It will be settled, and then Ripple will emerge out of that, you know. Also, what Ripple did, it joined the Digital Pound Foundation recently, so they're working together with a project team and some organizations on the CBDC for the United Kingdom. That is huge news. That does not necessarily mean that, for example, the British pound will run on the Ripple blockchain or something, but it could mean, for example, that maybe both the CBDC, which will eventually come out, and Ripple might be sort of compatible, or, you know, sort of support some common standards or something, so that people who have the CBDC, the British digital pound, might be able to swap it very easily for Ripple XRP. So all of that will benefit the Ripple net, you know, and Ripple. So that's just something to add on to. And, you know, CBDCs will be bigger and bigger in the future. And if you imagine that Ripple is just part of that already now, and then it really gets the foot in the door with the United Kingdom, that is huge. I mean, they work with Quant on that and some other organizations, but that is just big. And also they work together, I think, with some other countries here. Bhutan, they announced that they will work together with Ripple on a digital currency, and also the Republic of Palau. They partner with Ripple to develop a digital currency strategy. I mean, all of these are not, you know, massive countries here, Palau or Bhutan, but nevertheless, even Bhutan is quite meaningful still. And obviously the United Kingdom, it's not a country to neglect. You know, it's certainly one of the top industrial countries in the world. But yeah, this just shows that Ripple gets its foot in the door, and I think it just shows that Ripple has a bright future. And also what they recently published, or, you know, developed, is this Ripple Liquidity Hub for companies, for organizations, which have a chance with this Liquidity Hub to easily get access to the cryptocurrency market. And what is really interesting is that these companies, if they work together with Ripple and if they use this Liquidity Hub, they can get access to cryptocurrencies, and they don't need to, for example, move their funds onto exchanges or anything. They can straight away, I think, get access to the market and buy cryptocurrencies. I don't know how it really will work in the background, but they don't need to provide, they don't need to put some money aside. They can directly access that, and then I guess, you know, they've got some solutions in the background where the company then pays money afterwards or whatever. There are some creative solutions in the background, but it has a lot of opportunities for companies, and this will drive mass adoption for cryptos. And initially this Ripple Liquidity Hub will support major cryptocurrencies like Ripple, but like Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. And again, this will just drive adoption and also drive investment into cryptocurrencies. And I think Ripple will definitely support or benefit from that. It's only in the beginning, you know, and if we just take a look where we are here, we made this impulsive move here to the upside throughout August and September, but it didn't get a new high, yeah. So we stayed below that previous high here from May. Since then we corrected. I think we're in this ABC correction. When we were up here, I told you that I would expect us to come down into this 50-cent level, which we did. Again, you know, the Elliott Waves predict this really well. I think no other method predicts something like that well, especially in the crypto market. And I think the way the structure is looking like, even though we broke the downtrend here, you can see the descending trend line here. I think we're going to come into that area once more. As I said before, after that drop, and again, that worked out pretty well so far. I did say that I do expect a little bit of a relief rally, year-end rally. I mean, we have come up since the drop, but we haven't really seen that relief rally yet. But I think we're going to see that maybe up to $1 or $1.03. That's where a critical resistance line is, and also these EMAs are running there. I think then we could get all the way up to that, maybe $1, you know, and from there then drop further. That would be in line with I expect for Bitcoin, where I expect Bitcoin also to do a rally to the upside and then drop even deeper, maybe to the level of 20 to 29K. And that would then also work, you know, explain why I would expect Ripple to come down into this target area again. And this would be the completion of the correction. Wave C, now that could happen, you know, in the next quarter of a year, maybe 3 months. We need a bit more patience before we then eventually turn around. But this affects the whole crypto market currently. The whole market is looking like that. Some cryptos affected more, some less. And overall, I think Ripple is going to follow here Bitcoin along the way. what we can see here, if we take a look on the weekly chart, we can see that on the really higher level indicators here are telling us, for example, the MACD, that this correction might actually sort of slow down for now. You can see that here we already have the first sign of a potential reversal here, and that might support the my view that we will go and see this sort of relief rally first. So you're going to see here already a bullish cross on the MACD. And also here the RSI has turned. The RSI from the daily was in the oversold area, since then found support there and is moving up again. So and that is where we could then now see a short-term rally to the upside before we then come down once more. Basically based on the situation with Bitcoin. If you know my Bitcoin videos, you will know why I think that. And that would indicate that shorter term rally to the upside, and then we drop into the target area once more. And then in here, I would definitely buy some more Ripple, because after that, I do expect this correction to be completed and then to move up in a new wave, impulsive wave to the upside, and reach at least the 1.618 extension level, but even higher. You know, that is my view for 2022. And that could then give us, let's say we come down to 50 cents. I mean, then you're talking here about a 4x if we get to $2, or even a 6x roughly if we get to the 2.618 extension. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.